welcome to yet another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. I'm your host, John. With me this week, as always, is Michael.
I'm drinking root beer.
Are you now?
Yeah.
I'm drinking a mixture, or not a mixture, but I'm switching between some water and some of that Arnold Palmer half and half pink lemonade iced tea. Oh,
the hard stuff.
Yeah, the hard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm trying to stay hydrated while we record.
Sure. How badly do you have to pee after drinking that much liquid?
Well, not that bad yet, but we'll see.
The pee meter. Just play along at home, fill in your graph along the pee meter, and the closest one gets a prize.
You will most certainly not get a prize.
Yeah, no prizes.
So, this week, I would like to introduce our newest member of the Chooch family. For a couple weeks there, we were, getting emails and talking to people and figuring things out, and finally, we narrowed it down to one person, and that person is with us today. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Trex.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Trex. Here to take over Chooch. I'm on my way.
Please don't.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
It's yours.
It's mine?
Yeah, have fun.
I mean, it's better than Cork, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, can you afford the, $30 that he pays in total to keep this running?
I can't afford shit, my dude.
Well, alright, well then I guess Mike's gonna keeping the lights on, I guess. Anyway, please introduce yourself to the class.
Aww. I really hate this.
I'm sorry. Here, what?
Ask some questions.
I will. I'm just joking. I was just...
Oh, man.
Anyway.
It's like the opening of Persona 4.
Yeah. You're on my shit list now. So how long have you been interested in games and writing and covering them?
I was born interested, firstly. No. Well, I've always been really interested in both video games and writing. I actually grew up with video games and surrounded by a family who really likes games. So I got into that really well. Actually, within, the past year or two, I was looking to write reviews on theater instead of video games, and then Chooch popped up, and I was like, actually, that's a better thing to write about, because it's...
Sure.
I don't know, I just relate more to video games than I do anything else.
Sure. I mean, you kind of have to if you're joining up with a site like us.
Hell yeah.
We're a bunch of big nerdos, but we're happy to have you. So, what are some of your favorite kinds of games? What are some games that really spoke to you that people... so people can have an idea of the kind of coverage to expect from you and relate a bit.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys have probably heard it 1,000 times, but my favorite game of all time is Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, and I'm so stoked for Ukulele, and I like exploration, adventure games, your typical, Legend of Zelda. I also am really interested in independent games. I like to see what smaller people have to create. So, yeah.
Awesome. What? Let me think. I've run through this interview sort of deal so many times. It's getting to the point where I'm like, should I ask this one? I don't know. Little look behind the curtain there of how awkward I am interviewing people. But yeah, is there anything else that you would want to share with the audience about your interests? You mentioned theater, but
yeah.
What's your history of theater?
I'm actually currently a theater major right now in college. I've been in theaters since the 6th grade. Started with drama club. I've been in a few plays. I've been in a few musicals. I think my most recent one was The Wiz last October. And, I've been in, Rocky Horror and stuff like that. I could actually go on and on about theater, but I'm sure you don't want me to do that.
I mean, if it comes up, we'd love to have you talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Is there anything else that that you're really interested in that you want to share?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm really bad at like describing who I am. So people like ask me,
fair enough.
You know, what are your interests? What do you like? And I'm like, I don't know. So yeah.
I understand. Well, you know, everyone will be able to get to know you in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Because hopefully you'll be on more episodes.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we are very, very happy to have you on board. I mean, you already put out a video, so like that's real impressive. Like,
I'm productive.
Yeah, you are. That's what I like to see.
Well, Scott sort of forced me, but you know. No, I willingly accepted the offer.
Of course, yeah. You know, I'm glad. I'm glad that y'all are working together just fine and everything's going well. Because, like I said, we're all very happy to work with you, and we're happy to have you on the show. So, how about we continue this conversation, and I ask you what you've been up to this past week?
Mostly work. I have actually been playing Oxenfree for like a whole week now.
Okay.
I'm kind of slow at it right now just because you know, I have work and then I come home and I take a long ass nap, like maybe like 4 to 6 hours because I'm wild, okay? But yeah.
Party animal.
I certainly am. Yeah. That's mostly what I've been up to.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about in regards to Oxenfree?
Well, I really, really like it. I'm really upset that I just now have started playing it, because I know that you guys actually wrote a review on it a long time ago, but I bought it during the Steam sale, and it was just sitting in my library, and I finally was like, after seeing that they made an app for iOS, I was like, you know what, I really need to play this. I'm just going to pull it up on Steam and play it. And I think it's just, like, absolutely beautiful and enticing. And I really, really just, like, I think my favorite part about it, aside from, like, the story, is definitely the art. Like, I like that it's, like, 2D, but also, like, 3D. I don't know, it's, like, weird, but it's so unique. And it's just, like, it's really charming. It's really, really charming. And I think the story is just, like, it really gets you involved in it because there's, like, so many different choices. And, like, it's like actually having conversations with people. Like, you have your own input on basically everything that they say and interactions and stuff. And I just think that, like, whereas, like, Life is Strange, where you have very limited conversations where you can actually input something, it's like you have to input something, like, every 2 seconds in this game.
It's very interesting. How do you feel about the audio design? Because that was something that we actually awarded Oxenfree in our Game of the Year awards last December, or we gave it a nod for audio design. What's your opinion on that?
I really like it. Like, I think it really adds to it. There's a lot of games that kind of just, like, their audio is very mediocre. Like, if you want to put voice acting in a game, it's typically just, like, same old, like, same as the last game. It's not very unique. But when it comes to Oxenfree, I feel like, you know, the voices really, really match the character. They have a lot of emotions in it, and I can, like, really feel it when I watch or listen to it. And then just, like, the little, like, music, when you do, like, the tape recordings and stuff, I think that it's really interesting if you have, like, 3 tape recordings and you, like, spin one and it gets, like, kind of like a beat going, and then the second one kind of, like, matches up to the tune, and it's just like you're building a little song with it. I don't know, I thought that was really cute. I, like, noticed it today and I was like, oh, it's like the background music to what it usually is, but it's just, like, building up. It's really cute. I don't know. You know.
Yeah. Have you been playing anything else?
Probably nothing too interesting. I I was playing Honey Pot for a while. I was replaying it because I replayed it like 5 different times, and then now Steam's just like recommending me like horrible anime girl games. So I actually downloaded I think it's called High School Romantic. I'm pretty sure it's called High School Romantic, and I really like the art in it. The story's really interesting. It's not the most exciting game, but you know, just for like leisure, it's pretty good. It's about a boy, and he gets sent to a private school by his parents, and he thought he was going to an all-boys school, but he somehow winded up like next door into the all-girls school, and they're like, well, you can just pretend you're a girl then. So he has to like hide his identity, and like only the principal knows, and then he like, you have like 3 options of people to fall in love with. It's the principal and like 2 other girls that are your classmates, and I don't know, like it's cute. It's really cute, but like at the same time, it's like it's kind of lacking a little bit. I feel like I don't know, if it was my game, I would probably have more options of like girls and like more interactions with just like girls in general, not even like romantic interests, just like people to talk to. And I just feel like sometimes talking to the same 3 people gets a little boring, and it's a little long for a game like that.
For a limited experience like that, yeah.
Gotcha. Like I think the gameplay kind of reminds me of Hot Tofu Boyfriend, but I feel like that had like a lot more storylines and endings and just like characters to interact with. I don't know. There was just like a lot more to it. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Now you're making me want you and Ryan to like team up and write something about Nekopara. Have you played Nekopara?
No, but I see it all the time. Like anytime I open my Steam, it's like, you should play this, and I'm like, maybe soon.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you've read Ryan's magnum opus about Sakura Clicker.
Oh man.
Yeah, eventually he's been trying to tackle Nekopara, and now I kind of want both of you to just go at it, because I feel like from what I know about you now, I think you probably like it. And from what Ryan has played, he's been like, every time he plays it, he comes back with like war stories.
Oh my god!
So I kind of want like you to just be like, oh, I like it, and him being like, oh god, please, like.
That would be really fun, actually.
Yeah. So y'all should talk about that. That is, I'm conniving live on the podcast. I'm like, yes, fight.
God.
No, but no, I'm glad that you're enjoying that. Is there anything else that you want to bring up before I move on?
Not particularly. No, not really.
All right.
I just bought Thai on Steam because they just put that up. But that's about it.
The Tasmanian Tiger?
Yeah, they put, I think they put 1 and 2 up, but I just bought the first one.
Have they put Tak and the Power of Juju up on Steam yet?
I don't think so. I'm surprised that Thai is even up there, so.
I don't know, but when are they going to port Blinks the Time Sweeper?
Never.
Yeah.
That's probably, you know what, y'all can quote me on this. They're going to do that after Voodoo Vince. That's my guess.
Oh, I'm quoting you.
No. No, Voodoo Vince is not gonna sell. Like, no. You're a
They're
crazy
just gonna
person.
do it.
No.
It's not gonna sell, you're right. They're just gonna fucking do it.
That's not how businesses work.
Dude, why did they do Voodoo... Remastering Voodoo Vince is not how businesses work, but it happened.
Because someone somewhere said, hey, we'll do this, but like on the real cheap, and then they looked at a graph and said, okay, this might make money.
They might do that. They might do that for Blinks too. Who knows?
No, because no one thinks of Blinks. Like every blue moon, every blue moon, someone like passes out somewhere, and as soon as they wake up, they go, Voodoo Vince, and then it's over. Just like someone does the same thing every like other blue moon and wakes up and says brute force, and then no one does it for Blinks.
All right, Michael, you keep thinking that, but
No,
telling
if it happens, I'm gonna hunt you down. Like, no,
I willed it into existence.
you did.
Anyway, thank you very much, Trex. And Michael, what's going on with you?
I'm out of root beer. I drank it all. I just like saying root beer.
Root bear.
Root beer. It's aged with vanilla, or it's made with aged vanilla, I guess.
What
I don't
kind
know
of
what that
root beer are we
means.
talking? The A&W?
A&W, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I didn't know is made by Dr. Pepper.
I think that is also like a subsidy of Coca-Cola. So,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper is independent.
Oh, really?
is it?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was
Doc-
Coca-Cola. Anytime you go to a restaurant and they're like, yeah, we have Coca-Cola products, you're like, yeah, I'll have a Dr. Pepper, and they give it to you.
No, it's independent. Like, you're
You know
right.
what?
Like you can have Dr. Pepper, but you alongside Coca-Cola, but you can also not have it, and you can also have it alongside Pepsi. It's,
You know what?
It's independent. What?
Yeah, you're right, because, like, I'll see that, and then, like, also, there will be places that have, like, Mr. Pibb. But then they
Yeah.
also have Mr. Pibb at the same time as Dr. Pepper, so you know what? You're right.
I know. I've looked this up many times because people never believe me when I say Dr. Pepper's independent.
Huh.
It's
Well,
completely.
okay.
So I guess hamburgers and root beer here is completely independent. And according to this is Dr. Pepper / 7-Up. So 7-Up also, which would make sense because there's a Sprite and a Sierra Mist and a 7-Up.
Yeah, Sierra Mist is the Coke version, right?
Yeah, and I guess Sprite must be Pepsi.
Yes.
So then, so I guess 7-Up was around, and then everyone else just copied them. I don't know.
Business is weird.
Oh, yeah.
The Great Soda Wars.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, Michael, what else is going on with you?
Oh, hanging out, doing my thing.
As you are today.
Trying to think if I did anything special. I went to a fancier Spanish restaurant. That was nice.
Ooh.
Oh, what'd you get?
Well, okay, it wasn't Spanish. It was Mexican.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
That is a difference, yes.
I got tacos, and they made the guacamole. So they made the guacamole like next to the table, which I don't know if you've ever had anything like that done. It's terribly awkward. Because it's just me and my girlfriend across from me, and we have like some chips and salsa, and then there's just our waiter dude just standing there, and it's kind of quiet and like empty in this restaurant, like not completely devoid of people, but it's not packed. And so here's just our waiter just like hurriedly like making guacamole because he has to do a job, and like trying to talk to us and like you want jalapenos in it? It's like, nah, maybe, I don't know. I like hot stuff and she doesn't, and it's just this poor guy. And then it wasn't like it wasn't that good. It was okay.
Yeah, like I remember something like that happening. I think it was when I was in Cali. We went out to eat with Mike, and they did that. They did that exact thing. They made the guacamole like right next to the table, and I just remember like, dude was just like, "Y'all like this? Y'all like guacamole?" And we were just like, "Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say
ordered
no,
it, my man." Like,
I'm not gonna say no because then you're gonna be like, oh guacamole, like."
I would have felt better if it wasn't him. If it was someone, because he wasn't really giving much of a show. It was just, he's shoving that fork in that lime now. I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he's fucking murderizing this avocado. Like, I feel bad for this avocado because he fucking killed it.
Yeah, like when it's like a hibachi place or something, it's like, okay, this is what's supposed to be happening right now.
Yeah,
but
it's part of the show. It's part of why you are there. This was just like, I don't know. He said he'd make it, and I kind of assumed he would just come out, toss everything in, and just chop it up. And he's sitting here like halves of avocados are coming out. It's like, oh, my guy, like, it's fine. You don't, like, why don't you guys just like do this back there? Like, why do you make these poor waiters do this? So at least the food was good. And the food was good because of one reason only, and I will tell you that reason. Corn tortillas.
Yes.
Get rid of these flour tortillas. They have their place in like burritos, but on a taco, corn. All these places sell flour like tacos. It's like there's no flavor. And this place had corn tortillas, and that made the taco. So,
Can't believe you ordered tacos.
I was gonna order. Well, they were carnitas tacos, so they were the nice pork, and they had. So the pork. That was part of the reason I got it, because I wanted to taste their pork. And then everything else was really expensive, like really like double the price of these tacos. So I decided like, and it came with rice and beans as well. So it was like, this is enough to fill me up along with the chips and salsa.
Mexican restaurants serve big ass portions.
Yeah, and that's fine with me. I'm okay with that.
Go to town.
Yeah. And that's funny because I ate Moe's yesterday, so I like Mexican food.
I don't know what Moe's is.
Wow.
It's a chain, like
Chipotle.
Huh.
What's the other one I'm trying to think of? There's another one that's actually a lot more like Moe's. It's a place you go up to the thing and they go, what do you want? And you say a burrito, and they make it for you. The only difference is when you walk in, every employee is required to yell, "Welcome to Moe's!"
Oh, hell no.
To every person who walks in.
That would rev up my social anxiety.
The one I go to actually has the nicest guy there. Like everyone who works there is just working their ass off, and this dude just doesn't give a shit. And he remembers my girlfriend and I. He's like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And, like, I hooked you up with like extra chips and like extra guacamole. I'm like, thanks. Like he was doing that like the first time I ever saw him. Like he talked to me like he knew me, and he's like, "Hey man, how's it going?" I'm like, "Great, cool, I'm doing fine."
The Moe's ally.
Yeah, it's like having a friend who works there, though I don't know his name. So it's like, all right, man, cool. Thanks for the extra guacamole. Thanks. I don't know what to do here. I guess I'll tip you an extra $1. I'm gonna walk away now. Like, I don't know what to do. So
I've been to Moe's once, and it was the blandest thing I have ever eaten.
I mean, that sounds like a Chipotle or Moe's or any of those places.
I fucking hate Chipotle.
I can eat Chipotle. Like, I get I usually ask for like hotter like salsa, which helps.
Yeah,
but
no, it just makes it spicy and bland.
I don't know. I mean, I would obviously rather have some legit Mexican food. Don't get me wrong. But, I feel like I can handle Chipotle. Moe's was seriously, like, the one time I went there, it was like eating toilet paper. Like, it was just, like, it was, like, all, like, mealy and... A burrito.
So yeah, I don't know what you got on that burrito to be bad, because...
Like, beef? Salsa? Corn? Lettuce?
See, their beef is where, like, their ground beef's suspect. You gotta get the chicken, the steak, you gotta get, guacamole and sour cream and the pico de gallo. You gotta go all out.
I think I got the pico. I don't know. It was a while ago, alright? There's a Moe's not that far from me. Maybe I'll give Moe's another chance.
Give Moe's a chance. Give Moe's a chance.
The official hashtag. So, Michael, what else did you get up to this past week? Maybe some video games?
Nah, none of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I played some video games.
Yes.
I've been playing... God, what is that game I played? I guess I should have played video games. No, I've been thinking a lot about Dwarf Fortress again. Because the PC Gamer did an interview. I think it's a series of interviews with the guy who is making Dwarf Fortress, and he's adding. He says that they're only 42% away from like simulating life, which is a weird statistic. I don't know how he got to, but that's crazy. And they're talking about how he's like, they're going to add magic to that game because that game doesn't have enough mechanics in it. They're adding like mythology and magic to that game, which now that I'm sitting literally right now staring at my Dwarf Fortress book made by the textbook O'Reilly company, makes it obsolete. But they're adding like, so before if your dwarfs made something, they could name it, but like they could name it John's sword, but it didn't do anything. It was just John's sword. They could go put it down, and it was just John's sword, and imbued it with no powers, no special anything. They're adding stuff so that like if John's sword kills 16, somebody can like give like an enchantment on it, and that will change the way like that. It'll be coveted. People will come to steal specifically John's sword to your fortress, and and they're trying to look at how that mythology plays into the magic. So they're not just adding like fire spell, they're adding something that plays into how the world is created and exists. So he specifically likened it to like how Lord of the Rings, the like mythos and how Lord of the Rings was born was out of song. So a lot of the magic in Lord of the Rings is song or lyrics. So that's what he likened his magic to, was like he wanted it to make sense within that world and not just be ice spell 1, ice spell 2, lightning spell 1, lightning spell 2. So I've been thinking a lot about Dwarf Fortress, and I may like crack out my little textbook and play more Dwarf Fortress for like 20 minutes at a time before everything goes wrong, and then I just start over again.
Gotta buy a new book.
Yeah, at some point I guess I will when Magic comes out, because I barely know how to do half the stuff in that book. And because of like thinking about Dwarf Fortress, I ended up playing some Banished. This is a game that came out like 4 or 5 years ago. It's very Dwarf Fortress-y. Like it's you just start out with, you can change like your starting conditions, but you start out with a group of people, a barn, and a stockpile. And similar to maybe Stronghold, like the castle building medieval game, you just focused on economics. So you have a group of people, and you just start telling them things to do. Like, here, go build a house over there. They will go pick up the wood physically, bring it to the house, and then deliver it to the construction site. And then people who build things will go over and finish the construction. And then once you build, let's say, a forester's hut in the woods, and they'll go chop down trees, you have to assign specific people to go chop down trees. And they are now the foresters. So much like Dwarf Fortress, you are managing as much of like what your people are doing as like what they do, and you're trying to manage in your head what needs to be done, but also what orders you're giving. Because if you suddenly build or give a bunch of orders, then everything kind of goes out of whack, and you kind of have to keep everything in control in your head. But unlike Dwarf Fortress, it's not an ASCII, so it's a little bit easier to kind of swallow what is happening at any given moment. But it's just economy. It's no one attacks you. There aren't like wild animals. There are no barbarians. Nothing. No defenses. So it's a very good like primer for like something like Dwarf Fortress. Even though I've played Dwarf Fortress plenty. And then other than that, I played some of that Overwatch. And that new character. Whose name I'm totally blanking on.
Orisa.
Not Osiris.
Orisa.
Orisa,
Yes. Yeah, and John, you and I and a bunch of other knuckleheads played some Overwatch.
Yes, we did.
I like her. I like the new character.
She's fun. She's a little overpowered, but she's very fun.
She's a little overpowered, but I feel like because she's new...
That's true,
if everyone just like... Probably because it just catches the eye quicker of like, what is that? I feel like she gets focus fired down real quick.
Yeah.
But holy crap, is she overpowered. Just like throws out a shield, which does go down really quick if people are just dumping into it. But then also has like a protective shield, like I forget what it's called, where she just like raises up her arm and nothing can hurt her or affect her, which is kind of crazy.
It's like Fortify or something like that.
Yeah. And then she also has her just gun where she could just dump just constantly.
Yeah, they're probably gonna take away some of her ammo or something.
Yeah, because she her reload time's a little long, but when she can just hold it down for forever, it's a little much.
Yeah.
And there's not much of a spread either, so maybe her spread will go up. But yeah, they updated it. Made Zenyatta's orbs have no spread, which is kind of insane. And I think they changed Lucio a bit, though I didn't play much of him. Overwatch is still fun. I still play that like weekly. So that's been about it. That's been a calm week. It's been just hanging out, playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as for me, I have some, like, devastating news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my PS4 got, like, wiped, and my cloud saves didn't work up to a certain point. So, all of my near progress went, and I haven't really been able to, like, play any more of it because I had to start from the beginning, and I lost, like, 30 hours worth of playing that game.
Oof.
I mean,
So,
is it at least a good game? Like, do you enjoy it?
oh, I mean, I talked about it at length previously, so I feel like everyone should know by now that I really like that game, but I didn't get to, like, the extra endings. Like, I didn't even finish the second ending, so, you know, everyone I know is like, oh, I finished the third ending and I'm crying, and it's like, my tears have not fallen yet. I want to join you in the sadness, but I cannot. I will definitely finish that game in the future, but it's gonna take a little bit because holy shit, I have to power through a good portion of that game basically because I did it all already. I'll do it though. I'll do it for you, Yoko Taro. I'll do it.
I believe in you.
Thank you. But the dumb video game thing that happened to me this week is something that I haven't even really played. It was more just something that I have been preparing for the past, like, week. Mm-hmm. Because Mike Kazumano, we have mentioned many times this episode, and that's kind of fucked up.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting.
Yeah.
We need to stop.
But, he's, for some reason, well, no, the reason was that he wanted to make sure that he got a pre-order. He forgot to cancel his second Switch pre-order, so he had an extra Switch, and I'm buying it off of him.
No.
So I'm getting a Switch in a couple days.
Could have been me.
I'm sorry, I had to hop on that. So I went to GameStop, which is something that I have not done in a while, and it turns out that, like, GameStop isn't as bad as I remember it being. It's still kind of annoying, but I don't know, I walked in there with, like 5 games that I didn't play anymore. Most of them were, like, games that had gotten upgrades or games that are getting re-released on the Switch. Like, I traded in Mario Kart 8, and I got, like, $25 for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like, I'll just buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I didn't buy any of the DLC for the Wii U version, so it's like, why not? I traded in, like, Splatoon, and I got, like, $25 for that, too. So I ended up, like, getting rid of, like, 5 or 6 games, and I got, like, $90 back. So they ended up, I bought Zelda, and I pre-ordered Puyo Puyo Tetris, and the person who rung me up was also like, you know, with the, like, extra credit that you get from trading all this stuff in, if we give you GameStop Pro, you'll just get it for free because of the extra credit. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm subscribed to Game Informer now.
Haha. They got you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They have, like, I mean, the GameStop's right down the road. If I'm going to be buying Switch games here and there, then my points are going to, like, rack up real quick. And, like, I'm already like halfway to getting, like, a $50 gift certificate.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I've had a GameStop, like, pro account that's been, like, inactive for a while.
Yeah.
So I might just have a bunch of extra points lying around and, like, I don't know. we'll see. But I might just
it's right there, and it's a little bit extra off of used games, so like who cares?
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole year. It's basically a whole year of free, like, extra trade-in credit, basically. So, I mean, I'm not trading in stuff all the time. Like, I'm probably not going to trade anything else in, because I do like to have a collection, but I was just like, I don't need Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't need both Splatoons. Like, it's not like I'm ever going to play Splatoon 1 ever again after I get Splatoon 2, so, it's just that kind of stuff. But yeah, I own Zelda, and I also bought a screen protector, so I just have those sitting here, waiting for the Switch to come, because, I mean, Mike sent it, it's gonna be here in a couple days, but it's just like, I'm ready, I just gotta wait.
Captain without his boat.
Basically, yeah. But other than that, yeah, I've just been real busy at work, so I haven't been playing too much. Yeah, I played Overwatch with y'all. I think I probably played some other stuff here and there. Excuse me. Nothing too crazy. So, why don't we move on to news? Michael, would you like to start us off?
Sure. Speaking of GameSpot, stop. GameStop. I did that 5 times in this article. GameStop announced had an investors call, an investors meeting, and released some details about their financials, including not only just the last quarter, but including all of last year, and it's a little grim. In fact, it's pretty grim. Total sales for their fourth quarter, which includes the all of November and December, which, fourth quarter would be, I assume this is December, because they talk about holiday sales. Their fourth quarter was down 13.6% compared to the year before, which is a huge drop. And in general, for the year, they're down 8%. So everything is just dropping for them. They had a 15% drop in physical game sales. They had a significant drop in pre-owned sales, new sales of games. They blame the console market in part because, 50 million PS4s and 30 million Xbox Ones. It's almost as if the people who want those already have them. So they kind of blame that a little. Their CEO acknowledges that, even though some of this other language kind of pushes the blame off of GameStop. It feels like that. But they come out and they say, hey, console markets are slowing down. But they also throw some shade at video games in general for having AAA titles that didn't sell well or just not having enough games. But the video game market has grown in that same period and is selling more in that same period. So it just seems like less people are using GameStop, which, of course they are. It's GameStop. Their stock price has gone down beyond this news, which isn't too shocking. But the one good place that they're doing well is in technology, which is, actual phones and physical objects, and collectibles, which include an uptick in Pokemon collectibles.
Huh.
I have to assume that's off the game in Pokemon Go. And maybe I know they're one of the collection or one of the sets last year was very nostalgia based, and then maybe that helped sales, people buying cards. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
So they seem to be struggling. Their outlook is very confident. They think that sales will go up this year without having any reason to believe that. It's just so easy to pre-order something on Amazon and get it for cheaper if you're an Amazon Prime member.
Right.
It's too easy. It's too easy to just kind of walk into most places and pick up a game. If I go to Best Buy, I don't get hassled. I just go to Best Buy and pick up the game and then bring it, and they ask me if I have a Best Buy credit card, and I go, no, of course not. And then I walk out the door. I don't get asked if I need to pre-order something. They don't have to go get the disc from somewhere. Like,
I mean, not only that, people can just download things from like PS4, the Nintendo shop.
Yeah, and that's the other shoe that is slowly but surely dropping on top of GameStop's head. Is like every company year after year who sells video games on a digital download space has seen it grow more and more. Like, I think EA is up to 30%. I know Microsoft and Sony have both said, like, yeah, it's up significantly, and it's at least like a third of just general sales in a lot of markets and for a lot of companies. So those sales have to come from somewhere, and GameStop is very much focused on where the gamers go to know. And the gamers know that they can just go download those games. So with Funko Pops and with Pokemon collectibles, I wouldn't be shocked if GameStop suddenly became the place for where casuals go to buy Pokemon plushes. Because I don't know what else they sell. Like, I don't know what else they sell to kind of get out from underneath this. I don't know how they beat this, I will say the last 2 or 3 times I've been to a GameStop, I went in there and bought a Steam card and then walked out and went and bought things on Steam. So, I'm helping out, I guess.
Yeah, same.
They also gave some Switch details, Switch sales details, which I think they're the first retailer to really give in-depth details about this stuff. Now, granted, this is all from GameStop's perspective, and all the things, Target may have something completely different to say about this stuff, but in general, they say that demand is really strong because, of course, duh. They do say that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild attach rate is nearly 1-to-1, which is ridiculous. Very ridiculous. If that's true, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's just very insane. They say accessory sales are also pretty high. They claim that purchase intent for Switch and Scorpio, which they eventually in this conference call start peppering in Scorpio stuff, which is just a not so subtle nod to investors, please don't abandon us.
We still have another console to sell.
Yeah. They say that Switch and Scorpio demand is at PS4 levels, which I don't know what the fuck that means. PS4 wasn't rabid. People weren't running around. PS3 was crazy. Wii was crazy. I don't remember the PS4 being the apocalypse happening.
Right.
But they very much talk up the Scorpio, and they talk up VR a little bit, and then they celebrate how great the Switch was. I think this is a not so subtle attempt to shake their investors by the shoulders and just yell desperately in their face, please don't leave us. The Switch sold really well. I don't know. They every time I think GameStop is on their way out, they're around for another couple years. So I don't think. I think they'll be around 10 years from now, but I just think it'll be a worse place to visit. Right now, and for the past, I'd say 5 years, it's been pretty good because you could go in as somebody who owned either this generation, last generation, or both of video games and walk out with a game. And it could be a 360 game, it could be a backwards compatible 360 game, it could be a used Xbox One game, or same for Sony, a PS3 game, a PS4 game, a Wii U game, or a Switch game. You could kind of walk in and get whatever you wanted. And now you're starting to see GameStop's get rid of 360 stuff. And PS3's just stopped manufacturing, so that stuff has to go. So eventually that store will just be a PS4, Xbox One, Switch store. And now the number of units, the number of consoles they sell to will shrink. That means the number of potential buyers will theoretically shrink, and they suddenly go from 6 consoles they can sell on to down to 3. So it's gonna just get harder, and Sony and Microsoft are helping with hardware sales, like being able to put new things on your shelf really help, but like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I just don't see GameStop being the same store, this same sweaty ass nerd smelling store that you go into today. Also all GameStops smell like shit.
That's
like,
true.
Come on.
That's very true.
Everyone, they smell like mildew and fucking nerd sweat. Come on. But yeah, GameStop, early RIP. See you later.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn, Michael. Trex, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. This is something I'm particularly super interested about, because I've been a fan of the Fallout series for a long time now. They will be introducing Fallout VR, and it's going to be at E3 this year. There's not a whole lot of information about it. It says that it's only set for release on the HTC right now, but chances are it's gonna come out on other things as well, because, I mean, that's what always happens with video games. They're like, oh, we're only releasing it here, but it comes out on every other console, so you know how it goes. It's Fallout 4 VR, and it's going to be teleportation-based. I personally have never played a VR game. I've never really been interested in it, but it's Fallout, and I don't know, now that there's something that I'm actually interested in for VR, like, I don't know. Like, I think it would be fun to play.
It's a selling point. It's definitely a selling point.
For sure. Yeah, I think, Resident Evil for VR was, like, it was very popular. I don't know if it got a lot of good reviews or not. Kind of assuming not, just because, like, it did. It did?
Yeah, it did well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it just,
VR,
like, blew up, and I just never heard about it again, so I was like, oh. I personally enjoyed it. I didn't play it. I just watched other people play it, and it was just like, it was neat. Like, it's neat to see what VR is coming to now. Like, I remember one year, it was a long ass time ago, like early 2000s, for Christmas, we got this, like, quote unquote VR set, and it was like a helmet, and you just played like this, like, little pixelated racing game or something. I don't even know what it was, but like, it started there, and now it's come to, like, Fallout, and I think that's crazy. So,
yeah. I hope, like, because I've heard Resident Evil 7 is, like, the anchor for VR. It's, like, the game to go to and say, like, look, it works. It's not just you standing and shooting zombies. I really hope Fallout can be the full Fallout game and be worthwhile in VR.
Yeah.
Because that'll be a pretty big blunder of, like, here is a game trying to port itself over haphazardly to VR to make money. I don't want it to be that. Like, I really hope it's like another good anchor to propel VR a little bit forward.
Right.
Hopefully.
Baby steps, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. So, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth was...
That game was good.
Yeah, it was a surprise for pretty much... I mean, I think it was just you and I who played it, Michael, last year, right?
Yeah, we should beat that someday.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
But that game was a pleasant surprise. It was far better than pretty much any other Digimon game.
Easily.
Period.
Easily.
Yeah.
Low bar.
So, yeah, low bar, but it was still a solid RPG, very similar to Shin Megami Tensei. So if you're interested in those games, you should definitely check out Cyber Sleuth. But recently, in an issue of, I think it was V-Jump, the sequel to Cyber Sleuth has been announced, and it is called Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. I don't know if sequel is the right term for it. It's more like a side story. I'll explain. Basically, it is a game set in the same universe. It takes place at the same time as the original Cyber Sleuth game, where you're playing as a new character who is thrown into the world of the hackers after he is blamed for a crime he didn't commit.
So Reddit? He's just thrown into Reddit?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Now, the interesting thing is that this game doesn't really use that much new. Like, they are reusing a lot of assets from Cyber Sleuth. Like, in the sense that they actually made a chart to talk about what is in each of these games.
Great.
So, according to this chart, Hacker's Memory is slightly shorter than Cyber Sleuth. It has 18 main quests, while Cyber Sleuth had 20. It has more Digimon, though. The original Cyber Sleuth had 247, and Hacker's Memory will have 320, which is 73 more. And the interesting thing is that if you get Hacker's Memory, I'm not sure if it's just like, oh, if you own both, or if they're gonna have it as like a patch or something. But those new Digimon will actually be available in Cyber Sleuth after Hacker's Memory comes out.
Oh, they better patch Cyber Sleuth.
I don't know.
I want those Digimon.
Well, we'll see, because I'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah, there are 74 maps in Cyber Sleuth, and there are 90 in Hacker's Memory. And they specifically say that 60 of them are from the original Cyber Sleuth, so there are 30 more areas in that game. But it says that they have added new gimmicks and new Digimon will appear in those areas. So it's not like you're just going to be going to the exact same places and it's going to be the exact same experience. It's just that this game does take place at the same time as Cyber Sleuth, and it has, like, overlap. So, obviously it's a bummer that they're just kind of reusing stuff, but at least they're kind of coming up with, like, a story reason behind it, where it's like, yeah, this is like the same area. They're going to be running into the same areas because it's the same internet, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a price for this game?
It seems to be a full price game. Now, here's the thing about it. I don't know if this is going to be the case in America. But in Japan, Cyber Sleuth the original Cyber Sleuth is going to be a pack-in with Hacker's Memory. So you're going to be getting both games for the price of one.
Ooh.
Wasn't Cyber Sleuth a $40 game?
It might have been. If it was, then that makes more sense. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I don't know. But, yeah, it's going to be a pack-in for the PS4 version in Japan. Which, interestingly enough, that's the first time that Cyber Sleuth will be playable on PS4 in Japan. It was, they originally just...
Oh.
Yeah, in America it came out for PS4 and Vita. In Japan, I guess it was only a Vita game.
So that's why it's a pack-in. I don't think it'll be, then it won't be a pack-in here, I bet.
I guess.
And that's probably why it's a full price in Japan, and they might sell it separately here.
Yeah, maybe.
That would make the most sense. Otherwise, It's just shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, so Hacker's Memory is due out this year in Japan. They have made... they did officially announce that the game is coming out next year, physically and digitally on PS4, and only digitally on Vita, early next year, in North America and Europe. Vita. So we are getting it. We just have to wait a little longer. But yeah, it doesn't say exactly like how we're gonna, because it does say that on this graph it says the new Digimon added in this title can be trained in Cyber Sleuth, included with Hacker's Memory as a pack-in. So I don't know if that means, like, only if you get it as a pack-in it'll be available, or maybe, like, if you buy Hacker's Memory then it unlocks stuff in Cyber Sleuth, or if there will be a patch. I don't know, but we'll see. Because, I mean, we do already own Cyber Sleuth, so...
Yeah.
However it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Cyber Sleuth if you were ever interested in Digimon. Like, as a youngster, it's a nice nostalgia trip, and it's a fun game. Let's move on to questions. Michael, if you will.
Yes. Forrest Gump's on TV.
Oh, well.
He's mowing his yard.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I'll stop watching The Forest so I can start reading these questions. You can send questions podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, or you can go over to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. And you'll sound like Anonymous does. Anonymous just says hello.
Hi.
Fuck.
Hello. Yeah. Hi. Anonymous writes in and asks, remember Amiibos?
I mean, I was thinking about buying some Amiibos today so I could use them in Breath of the Wild.
No, don't.
I don't give a shit about Amiibos, but I did see something today about using Amiibos in Breath of the Wild. I didn't look at it because I don't want any spoilers. I don't want to risk it, but yeah. It's
just some items. There was the one like big item, or the one big Amiibo unlock that you get with the Amiibos was something that they talked about like really early on, and it's just like the Twilight Princess Amiibo lets you like have like Wolf Link as a sidekick. That's it.
Oh hell yeah!
But he doesn't do anything, right? He just says, "Hey, what's up?"
No, he helps you fight.
He's cute.
Oh, okay.
He's an accessory.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, you just get a cute wolf to help you.
Amiibos suck.
Everything else, all the other, like, I think the Zelda Amiibos have like specific unlocks where it's like, oh yeah, this one unlocks like an outfit, but I think all the other Amiibos are just like, we're just gonna randomly rain items on you, like for whatever Amiibo you'd put on there. I don't know.
Amiibos are terrible.
I still have a lot of Amiibos.
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do with them? Nothing. They do nothing.
They are sitting on my television stand.
Great.
Wonderful.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. They haven't really talked about what Amiibos will do on the Switch, except for in Zelda, correct?
I think so.
I know that the Switch supports Amiibos, but that's it.
I mean, I think there's going to still be a pretty... Like, I don't think there's going to be as big of a push as, like, when Smash Bros. Came out. But, the Switch has an NFC thing built into it, and, like, the Pro Controller has an NFC thing built into it. Like, that, like, they're going to keep making Amiibos.
I mean, NFC doesn't necessarily mean Amiibos. That can be, that's also for Skylanders. Like, that's not necessarily just for Amiibo.
Yeah. I don't know.
After all those Animal Crossing Amiibos are just everywhere, and after that kind of snafu of like, oh, people love Animal Crossing, they'll buy this, and they're like $2. I have a feeling they may be a little more cautious with their Amiibos.
Well, honestly, that was because that game sucked. Like, Zelda Amiibos are hard to get now because of what they do with Breath of the Wild.
Do they sell them separately?
Okay. Like, they have those, like, special...
I only saw those.
Yeah, they have the, like, Breath of the Wild Amiibos, and then they also had those, like, Zelda 25th or 30th, I don't remember, 25th or 30th anniversary Amiibos that were, like, Ocarina of Time Link, and Wind Waker Link, and Zelda, and all that stuff. Like,
those are like special... Those are special edition, though.
I know, but those are also, like, super rare now, because they unlock specific things in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, well, that's whatever. Also, you own that thing, it unlocks that thing in Breath of the Wild, and then... Why don't you just... what's a better thing to do is to take your Switch into the Best Buy and then just pick up that Amiibo and put it on your Switch, because you're just taking it with you.
There's a thing that keeps you from doing that.
Rip it open.
Michael, that's illegal.
Rip it open, hide it, and then your buddy comes in the next day like, hey man, second aisle, behind the microwaves, there's Wolf Toon Link, whatever, use it, and then put it back. Anonymous writes in and says, what is the crew hoping for in Sonic Forces?
That it's not that bad?
I mean, yeah. Sonic games are usually like a hit or miss.
Mostly miss.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really holding my breath for Sonic Forces. Like, that game looks like it's gonna be like Sonic Generations, and that game was good.
Mm-hmm.
But when Sonic Mania is coming out, I'm way more interested in Sonic Mania than Forces.
Fair.
My only answer is to stop getting interested or hopeful about any Sonic games. Just stop.
I've kind of learned that. Like, it was a long time ago, but after Sonic Heroes came out, I was just like, I don't care. Never even played Sonic 06, because, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're not a popular YouTube Let's Player, so, you know.
And it's just bad, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... You see it with a lot of games where people get so hyped up and then get so let down, but I've never seen people who love a franchise so much and yet constantly are fed terrible video games. And then, like, when these were announced, people were losing their mind. Like, oh my god, Sonic's back, and it's old school Sonic, but it looks so much better. It's like, wait, I'm having flashbacks. This happened, like, 4 years ago. What are you all doing? Where have all of you been? You weren't all, like, cryogenically frozen after the Genesis. Like, what happened to all of you? Mm-hmm. So I hope it's a good Sonic game, but, I'll wait. Like, I'm not gonna hold my breath with every little announcement. Just gonna shrug my shoulders until it comes out.
99% of the time I would agree with you, but it's just like with Sonic Mania, it's just because the guy who's making Sonic Mania is time-tested and proven to make very, very good games.
Oh.
Like, it's Taxman who's making it, if you know what I'm talking about.
Games aren't made by one person.
Well,
That's
he's
true.
designing it. He's designing the levels and all that stuff, so...
Games aren't made by one person. So, you know,
Okay.
I hope he does well. I hope that thing turns out well. I hope everyone who likes Sonic likes that game, but I still look at it and go, no, I've heard all this shit before. Like, this is the Sonic game. I've heard it all before. No.
All right.
I don't trust it. Anonymous asks, the episode 69 specials are big hits with the fans. Are we ever going to see other kinds of special episodes? We did do the Chooch Thanksgiving episode.
That's true, we did.
Which features your mouth noises.
It's true. I mean, we usually just do stuff like that for, like, milestones and episode numbers. Also, it's kind of just an excuse for us to be a little lazy sometimes. I mean, I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably harder for Niall to edit, so I shouldn't say that.
Easter podcast special where we baptized John.
Finally.
Yeah, where we drown John.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to do more spoiler casts. Because, you know, again, like you know, you mentioned that the 69 specials are big hits. Our spoiler casts are usually, they usually do pretty good numbers, and people, like, actually go back and listen to our opinions on that stuff. So, I would like to do more spoiler cast stuff for games that a lot of us play at once.
That's the problem. It's like a lot of us need to play it at once, and I think Nier has been the closest game recently where a bunch of us have played it. Otherwise it's usually like, oh, I played this game, like, oh, I got halfway through it, oh, I played it 3 months later. It's like, okay.
I was gonna I mean, you know, again, kind of maybe hopefully y'all don't take this as a promise, but I was gonna see if y'all wanted to maybe, because y'all seem like y'all are getting it like ASAP, Persona 5. That seems like something that we could do, because a lot of us are getting that game, like, at launch.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone beats it the timely manner, sure. I'm not getting it at launch, but I should play one of those Persona games, shouldn't I?
I mean, you know.
I've watched the entirety of Persona 4, so...
I'd say just, like, get Persona 3 or something.
Yeah. And I played some of that fighting game. Played a good chunk of that. I always wanted to beat that story mode, but never did.
It's good.
It's long.
It is long, but it's good.
It's long. We're going to wrap up here. You can send questions like in an email to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. If you write in and you say, Dear Jonathan, I will write back to you and say thanks.
Don't.
Wow.
Or you can go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, and you just ask us things. I don't care. Anything. Pick a question. If it's, like, crass or dumb, I probably won't read it. But if it's our kind of dumb, I'll really read it. And our final question comes in from Anonymous, and they just ask a really simple question. What really scares you in a game? What really scares you in a game? Tax returns? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are scary. Freelance? Have you ever done freelance? Like, fucking tax returns. Jesus. 1088 my ass. I don't play a lot of scary games, so my answer is pretty quick, but, like, it's the same thing that always gets me in a lot of movies, and that's anticipation. Like, I am a sucker for jump scares, and when movies set them up and then do them, it always works on me, and I hate it because I think it's really cheap. Something like what was that Alien game that came out on the Xbox One?
Isolation?
Yeah, I think that one does jump scares really well. Where they give you the tools to avoid the alien, but it's also very difficult and very stealthy, and it gets progressively harder. I don't like cheap ones in like movies or I guess Five Nights at Freddy's. I think that stuff's just easy to do and gets me every time, which is probably why I hate it. So jump scares and like tension and shit, I hate that.
Trex, how about you?
So I don't really get scared that easily. I think the only game that genuinely like is hard to play for me is probably Outlast, just because it's like the combination of atmosphere versus just like I guess like the fear of dying. Not like I have a fear of dying, but like in the game it's like, oh, somebody's chasing you. I can't get away. I have no idea what to do next. I have to think on my feet. I'm not good at thinking on my feet, so it's very stressful for me. It sets off a lot of alarms. But yeah, I think atmosphere is probably like top notch. Like I can play a Silent Hill game for a while until like the atmosphere kind of like creeps up on me. Like it just like the more I'm immersed in that kind of darkness, the more I get like anxious about it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I kind of wanted to answer this question in a way that I don't think y'all would expect, in which I don't want to just talk about like a horror kind of thing. I just wanted to mention something that happened in a game that like freaked me out. I don't want to get too specific, but in Nier Automata, there's a fight that you get into that game where the boss that you're fighting, you can see you can see the levels of every enemy that you fight in the game, and as you progress, their levels will go up. There's a boss early on in that game that is basically born right in front of you, and they started at level 1, and as you fight them, they start learning your moves, and they actively start leveling up. And I just remember seeing that, like, a 1 turn into a 2, and just being like, oh, fuck, I have to end this fight right now. Like, this is not good. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know, just, something like that, where it's, like, any time where you are not, like, obviously a game that doesn't have great game design you will end up in an area where it's like, oh, I'm not properly prepared in this area, not because I was careless, but because the game was careless in setting me up. But if a game makes you feel like you're fucked, and it wasn't because of you, and it wasn't because of some unfairness, it was because, like, oh, you got dumped into this area and you're overwhelmed. Like, Resident Evil 7 does that really well. Like, I haven't played it, but just everything that I've seen where it's just like, you're just this guy, and you're walking around this house, and these, like, superhuman crazy people are coming after you. Like, that's horrifying, and that's also really smart, because it really taps into this, like, natural fear of just, like, being unprepared, being in a life or death situation and not being comfortable, not being able to just triumph, you know.
Horizon actually does something like that, where you go through that game and you have all these tools and all these weapons to use, and it kind of teaches you how to use them, and then you'll run into like one of those robot dinosaurs, and it's like, wait, how do I kill this thing? Like, I don't, like, nothing I've done before either works on this or just doesn't do a lot of damage. So you have to come up with, on the fly, a completely different strategy of like, oh, before I was killing this thing that was smaller than me by hitting the stealth button when I was near the grass, but now this thing's a big T-Rex and has guns mounted on its face. Like, how do I get rid of the guns? How do I kill this? Like, that game does a very good job of building you up and then still making you feel like, oh, I can't kill everything in this universe yet. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that initial fear just makes later on you actually gaining the ability to fight it off. It just makes it so much sweeter, and that is it. You know, it's a great feeling when a game is designed so well, when it starts off being horrifying or, you know, like, obviously too much anxiety, especially for someone like me, is a turnoff. But like, if they hit that right note of like, oh fuck, oh Jesus, and then later on you're just like, now I'm back and I'm ready. It's such a good feeling. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up.
But yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Michael, as always, thank you. And Drex, how did that feel, your first episode?
Felt good, John. Felt good. I feel like
I'm glad you had a good time.
Those Nintendo announcers, you know what I'm talking about. You know, they're like, it's good, Archie. You know, that's how I am.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nintendogs. I haven't thought about Nintendogs in a while.
Yeah, same.
You should make a Nintendogs for Switch.
Stop.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I'd like to remind you once again to please go on iTunes and rate our podcast if you could. Rate a review. Share our episodes on social media if you would, because if we get more listeners, we'll be able to do more things, and we'll be, you know, eventually be able to make this more of a thing that we can focus on. So please spread the word about Chooch, the podcast, the videos, the writing, anything that you can. We have... we posted a review recently, am I right?
No, I don't think so.
I think all we've been posting is news.
There's been a bunch of news and a bunch of videos. Check them out.
Yeah, we have... Yeah, Michael, you did like 2 videos recently, right?
Yeah, I pimped them out last week, and then this week we've got a video of everything up, and then you can go on YouTube. Just look up Video Game Choo Choo. We're right there on YouTube. Hit us a little subscribe if you want to see it as it happens, or you can just come to Video Game Choo Choo every single day like you should be already. Or you can just go to VG Choo Choo on Twitter and follow us there, and then you can get it as it happens.
Yes.
Or you can go, you remember how I said, like, videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask? If you don't put the / or the ask, it goes to our Tumblr, and you can follow that too. Yeah.
Yes.
Hacks. Life hacks. Yep.
So yes, please spread the word, and I would just like to remind you that we will be back with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast next week. We'll see you then.